Chapter 5. Faith. The principle of health is moved by faith. Nothing else can call it into action. Only faith can allow you to connect yourself with health in thought and to sever your mental connection with disease. You will continue to think of disease unless you have faith in health. If you do not have faith, you will doubt. If you doubt, you will fear. And if you fear, you will relate yourself in mind to that which you fear. If you fear disease, you will think of yourself in connection with disease, and that will produce within yourself the form and motions of disease. Just as original substance creates the forms of its thoughts, so your own mind-body, which is also original substance, takes on the form and movement of whatever you think about. If you fear disease, dread disease, doubt your safety from disease, or even contemplate disease, you connect yourself with it and create its forms and motions within yourself. Let me explain this point more fully. The power or creative force of a thought comes from the faith that is in it. Thoughts that contain no faith have no creative energy and produce no forms. The formless substance, which knows all truth and therefore thinks only truth, has perfect faith in every thought, because it thinks only truth, and so all its thoughts create. But if you will imagine a thought in formless substance in which there was no faith, you will see that such a thought could not cause the substance to move or take form. Keep this firmly in mind. Only thoughts held with faith carry creative energy. Only those thoughts which have faith with them are able to change bodily functions or quicken the principle of health into constructive action. If you lack faith in health, you will inevitably have faith in disease. A person always believes something, and if they cannot believe in health, their belief will settle into sickness. If you do not have faith in health, it will do you no good to think about health, for your thoughts will have no potency and will cause no change for the better in your conditions. If you do not have faith in health, I repeat, you will have faith in disease. And if, under such conditions, you think about health for 10 hours a day and think about disease for only a few minutes, if the disease thinking carries the potency of your faith, that small amount will dominate your whole condition, while the health thought will not. Your mind-body will take on the form and motions of disease and retain them, because your health thought will not have sufficient dynamic force to change form or motion. Faith gives substance to thought. Fear gives substance to disease. The principle of health responds only to the thought you truly believe. And here we can draw from a powerful parallel taught in Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural. He says that even if you have a clear intention, even if your mind can imagine a healthy future, if the emotions you carry belong to fear, worry, weakness, or limitation, Your body is still living in the past. Your energy is inconsistent with the future you say you want. You cannot draw a new reality to you while emotionally embracing and inhabiting an old reality. A health thought without faith is a future intention trapped inside the emotional state of the past. And a mind that thinks health while the body feels disease will always reproduce the feeling, not the thought. A thought cannot override a feeling, because a feeling is just a thought with momentum. This is why faith, the emotional conviction of health, is essential. Faith gives creative potency to thought. Elevated feeling is what lifts the thought of health out of imagination and makes it a living force. To practice the science of being well, you must have complete faith in health. And faith always begins with belief. So the question is, what must you believe in order to have faith in health? You must believe that there is more health power than disease power in both yourself and your environment. And you cannot help believing this if you consider the facts. These are the facts. Number 1, there is a thinking substance from which all things are made. In its original, formless state, it permeates and fills all of space. Number 2, this substance creates by thought. The thought of a form causes that form to appear. A thought of movement causes movement to begin. Number 3, with respect to humanity, the thoughts of original substance are always thoughts of perfect health and perfect functioning. This substance, both within you and around you, continually exerts its entire power toward health. It is doing its utmost to bring health to you. Number 4, man is a thinking center, capable of original thought. He has a mind-body of original substance permeating a physical body, and the functioning of his physical body is determined by the faith of his mind-body. If a man thinks with faith of healthy functioning, the body's internal actions will become healthy, provided he also performs the external functions, eating, drinking, breathing, sleeping, in a healthy manner. But if he thinks with faith of disease, or believes in the power of disease, he causes his internal functioning to reproduce the conditions of disease. And number 5, the original intelligent substance is in man, always moving toward health, and it presses upon him from every direction. Man lives, moves, and has his being in a limitless ocean of health power, and he uses this power according to his faith. If he appropriates it and applies it to himself, then it is all his, and if he unites himself with it through unquestioning faith, he cannot fail to become well. For the power of this substance is all the power there is. A belief in the above statements is a foundation for faith in health. If you believe them, you believe that health is the natural state of man, and that man lives in the midst of universal health. that all the power of nature makes for health, and that health is possible to all, and can be surely attained by all. You will believe that the power of health in the universe is 10,000 times greater than that of disease. In fact, that disease has no power whatsoever, being only the result of perverted thought and faith. And if you believe that health is possible to you, and that it may surely be attained by you, and that you know exactly what to do in order to attain it, you will have faith in health. You will have this faith and knowledge if you read this book through with care and determine to believe in and practice its teachings. It is not merely the possession of faith, but the personal application of faith which works healing. You must begin by claiming health, forming a living conception of perfect health, and, so far as you can, seeing yourself as already a perfectly healthy person. Then, through faith, you must claim that you are now realizing this conception. Do not assert with faith, I am going to get well. Assert with faith, I am well. Having faith in health and applying it to yourself means having faith that you are healthy. And the first step in this is to claim that it is the truth. Mentally take this attitude of being well, and do not say anything or do anything which contradicts this attitude. Never speak a word or assume a physical attitude which does not harmonize with the claim, I am perfectly well. Many modern teachers today, including Tony Robbins, emphasizes the importance of your physiology. Your state of being is significantly affected by your physiology. Your physiology is the foundation of your psychology. If you declare, yeah, sure, I am healthy, in a shallow tone, rolling your eyes with your shoulders hunched forward, then you won't notice a thing. But if you make a radical shift in your body, if you move powerfully, if you pound your chest, breathe deeply, and carry yourself like a strong and healthy person, your mind will follow suit. When you walk, walk with a brisk step, and with your chest thrown out and your head held up. Watch that at all times your physical actions and attitudes are those of a healthy person. When you find that you have relapsed into the attitude of weakness or disease, change instantly, radically, straighten up, steel up your spine. Think of health and power. Refuse to consider yourself as other than a perfectly healthy person. One great aid, perhaps the greatest aid, in applying your faith is gratitude. Whenever you think of yourself or of your advancing condition, give thanks to the great intelligent substance for the perfect health you are enjoying. Remember that, as Swedenborg taught, there is a continual inflow of life from the Supreme, which is received by all created things according to their forms, and by man according to his faith. Health from God is continually being urged upon you, and when you think of this, lift up your mind reverently to him, and give thanks that you have been led to the truth and into perfect health of mind and body. Be all the time in a grateful frame of mind, and let it show in your speech. Gratitude will help you to own and control your own field of thought. Whenever the thought of disease is presented to you, instantly claim health and thank God for the perfect health you have. Do this so thoroughly that there is no room in your mind for illness. Any and every thought connected in any way with ill health is unwelcome, and you can close the door of your mind in its face by asserting that you are well, and by reverently thanking God that it is so. Soon the old thoughts will return no more. Gratitude works in two powerful ways. Number 1, it strengthens your faith. And number 2, it brings you into harmonious contact with the Supreme. You believe that there is one intelligent substance from which all life and all power come. You believe that you receive your own life from this substance, and you relate yourself closely to it by feeling continuous gratitude. It's easy to see that the more closely you relate yourself to the source of life, the more readily you may receive life from it. And it's easy also to see that your relation to it is a matter of mental attitude. We cannot come into physical relationship with God, for God is mind stuff, and we also are mind stuff. Our relation with Him must therefore be a mind relation. It is plain then that the man who feels deep and hearty gratitude will live in closer touch with God than the man who never looks up to Him in thankfulness. The ungrateful or unthankful mind really denies that it receives at all, and so cuts its connection with the Supreme. The grateful mind is always looking toward the Supreme, and is always open to receive from it, and it will receive continually. The principle of health in you receives its vital power from the principle of life in the universe, and you relate yourself to the principle of life by faith in health, and by gratitude for the health you receive. And both faith and gratitude can be cultivated through the intelligent use of your will.